Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days brings in another new moon, but all me thinks how this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out the young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Turn forth melancholy to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus, and what's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man has my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. My gracious Duke, this man has bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, has given my daughter bribes and exchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast, by moonlight outside her window, sung with fading voice verses of feigning love. With cunning thou withstoodst my daughter's heart, turning her obedience, which should go to me, to sudden disrespect. And, my gracious Duke, if she will not, before your grace, consent to marry here with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately following after.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god, one who has granted you your beauties, and one to whom you are but as a fallen wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be deemed the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Your eyes rather with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bolder, nor how it may concern my presence to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
To either die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, for if you fail to yield to your father's choice, you may endure the livery of a nun, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life. Thrice blessed are they that know of their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But far happier is the rose distilled than that which grows on a virgin thorn, either grows, lives, and dies, a single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause it by the next new moon, the sealing day between my love and me for everlasting bonds of fellowship. Upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Well, let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all she is I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he is well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these folks can be, my beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll bound it to his head, may love Denator's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and unconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to speak thereof. But, Aegeus and Demetrius, please come with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look to fit your fancy to fit your father's will. For if not, the Lord the Athens yields you up, which by no means we can extenuate to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus come along. I have some business I must attend to you with concerning our nuptials, and in matters that nearly concern yourselves.
Duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I could well beteen from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me! For all that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low?
or else miscraft in respective years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young?
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes?
Or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the colleague night, that in the spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, Behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I will widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, that she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place a sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a Lord of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his greatest arrow with the golden head, then in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither goest thou?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your sweet tongue's melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being mated, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces do my love dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time the lover's flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosom of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lover's food tomorrow's deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some can be and others not be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he were only mine.
And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt.
I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight there and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to generally call them man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit to all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then call the actors, and thereby grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good work, I assure you, and Mary. And now, good Peter Quince, call forth the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name the part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
It is a lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
This will call for some tears in the performing of it. But if I do it, let the audience look to their eyes, for I shall move storms. I shall condole in some measure, like this. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phobos' scars shall mark and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you are to take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous small voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, Pyramus, my lover dear, my lady dear.
No, no, no. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar you well, roar, roar! That will do any man's heart good. I will roar such that the Duke will say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they should shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us. Every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if we were to fight the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I shall aggravate my voice. I shall roar you such that it were any suckling dove, as gentle as 'twere any nightingale. Roar.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see on a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were it best I play it in?
Why, what you will.
I shall discharge it in your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrained beard, or your French crown-colored beard, the perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to learn them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without a town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I would draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
Enough. Be there or do not show your face again.
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. We do wander everywhere, quicker than the moon's sphere. And we serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green.
The cowslips tall her pensioners be. In their gold coats, spots you see, those be rubies, fairy favors. In those freckles live their savors. We must seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou loud spirits, we'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is angry and in wrath, because that she and her attendant hath stolen a lovely boy from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. But jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, makes him all her joy. So now they never meet, by grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But when they do square, their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not she that frights the maidens of the villagery, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their injury? Those that hobgoblin call you Aunt Sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you she?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, and sometimes a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. And slip I for her bum, and down topples she, and oh my butt she cries, and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees and swear. A merrier hour was not had there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress?
Would that she were gone!
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon? Fairies, away, I have forsworn his bed.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn, versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steppe of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon. Your buskined mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give them their joy and prosperity.
How can thou thus, for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst not thou lead him through the glimmering night from Periguna, whom he ravished?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill or dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud they have overborne their continents. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. And therefore, the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall on the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Highness's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land now buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and look thou be here, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I can put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes. Oh!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, drop the liquor of it in her eye. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bull, or wolf, or bear, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the sighs of love. And ere I take this charm from off her eyes, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me. Thou toldest me they were stolen under this wood, and here am I enwoed within this wood, because I cannot beat my Hermia. Hence get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leaving your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not, in plainest truth tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look at me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the wood, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed.
I will not stay thy question. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, the field you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he doth leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Ah, here it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. The sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou, meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
merry song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds. Some war with rary mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats. And some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Oh, sing me now to sleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongues, thorny hedgehogs, be not seen. Newts and blindworms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen.
Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby, lula, lula, lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm, come our lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby. Weaving spiders, come not near, hence you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black, approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby, lula, lula, lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm, come our lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby. Hence away, now all is well.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it unce or cat or bear, pard or bull with bristled hair, in thy eye that doth appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in a wood. And to speak troth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermie, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Oh, be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one truth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie off further yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean to say that my heart unto yours is knit, so then but one heart can we make of it. Two bosoms interchain it with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single truth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much be true my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, in love and courtesy, lie off further yet, in human modesty. Such separation may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So be far distant, and thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I. Then in life when I in loyalty.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Here's my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound, on this dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie so near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep and seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, thou darkly leave me. Do not so.
Stay stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore, no marvel, though Demetrius do, as a monster, fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword!
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loved your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Well, things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young till now, write not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I overlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When in your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never know, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as the serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men do leave are hidden most of those they did deceive, so thou, my serpent and my heresy, of all be hated but the most of me. In all my powers, address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Me, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel play. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing gone? No sound, no word? Elect, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. Oh, I swoon, almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and Hawthorne Brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword to kill himself, which the ladies will not abide. How answer you that?
By God, that is a problem.
I believe we should leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device that will make all well. You must write me a prologue, and let that prologue seem to say, that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. That should put them out of fear.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
Oh, I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you must consider with yourselves. To bring a lion, God shield us, in among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is no more wild fowl than a lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Then we can have another prologue to say that he is not a lion.
Nay, he himself must speak, and half his face must shine out through the lion's neck, and he must say himself through that neck words in the same defect or some such. Ladies, or fair ladies, I would request, I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours, if you think I have come hither as a lion, for the pity of my life. No, no such thing. I am a man, as other men are, and there, indeed, he should name his name, and tell them plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are two hard things, and that is to bring moonlight into a chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Does the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar, a calendar. Find out moonshine, find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, we leave the casement in the great chamber where we play open, and there the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another hard thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Let some man or other present wall. Let him have some plaster or loam rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus to represent the cranny through which Thisbe and Pyramus whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. Once you have finished your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone, according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of our fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious
Odors, odors!
Odors savor sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, I hear a voice. Stay thou here but a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that never played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and he is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most brusky juvenile and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus' tomb, man! Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh. As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous, oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around, through bog, through brake, through bush, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes fire, and neigh and bark, and grunt and roar and burn like horsehound hog bear fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard.
Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on your head?
What do you see? An ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art transformed.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright thee if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they will, I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, so that they will hear that I am not afraid. The ousel cock so black of hue, with orange honey bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dare not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me, on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Oh, I think, mistress, you have little reason for that. But to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together these days. It more's the pity that some good neighbor does not make them good friends. Nay, I can joke on occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would be happy.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt, like an airy spirit, go. Peace blossom, cobweb, mustard seed.
Ready? And I, where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleepy eyes. Nod to him, fairies, and do him curtsies.
Hail, mortal, hail.
Hail.
I pray your worships of mercy heartily, and I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I desire of you more acquaintance, good Mistress Cobweb. If I should cut my finger, I will make bold with you. And your name, honest lady?
Peas Blossom.
Oh, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I desire you of more acquaintance also, good Mistress Peas Blossom. And your name, I beseech you.
Mustard Seed.
Good Mistress Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. The same giant ox beef hath devoured many a good man of your house. I desire you of more acquaintance, good Mistress Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him in this twilight hour. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came into her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirits? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick-skinned of this barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his seat and entered in a break. When I did him at this advantage take, an ass's face I fixed on his head. Anon his thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, at that sight away his fellows fly. Their senses thus weak, lost, their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For thorns and briars at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved a man.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes as I did bid thee do?
I took him slipping, that is done too, and the Athenian woman by his side. Of course, when waked, she must be eyed.
Well, stand close, here comes the woman.
Well, this is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why you rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, bring your shoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be that thou hast murdered him, so should a murdered look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering spear.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Oh, out dog, out cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of a maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Oh, henceforth never be numbered among men. And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm and adder do so much?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while will I remain, so sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For debt to bankrupt sleep to sorrow owe. Which now in some same place I will rest my head.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy derision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then fate overrule that. One man holding true, 1,000,000 fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with pangs of love, which costs the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eye against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, faster than the arrow from the tortoise bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Oh, stand close. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one? That must needs woo sport alone. And these things do best please me, that for Paul preposterous.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And thou so born in a nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing a badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect! Divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all in bed to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me this much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are and show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and to praise my part, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of a noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You're unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love and will to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but is guest-wise sojourned. And now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so!
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide dear. Look where thy love comes. Ah, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, has brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more enguiles the night, though all yon fiery eyes and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know that hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be. Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they've conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, all the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty put in time for parting us? Oh, is it all forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood innocence? As if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted but yet a union in partition. Two lovely berries molded on one stem. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn
your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? This you should pity rather than despise.
Oh, I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manner, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have as much strength as her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, that prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where did you tinsel this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No. He'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would. Follow, but yet tame not. You are a tame man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose! I shall shake thee from me like a serpent!
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny totter, out! Out, loathed medicine, oh hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Though I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, but never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be I of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fire face! Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you!
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all of shrewdness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think that because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsel, never wronged you. Save that, in love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself unto this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens, will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone! Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid, Helena, she shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Nothing but low and little! Why would you suffer her to cloud me thus? Let me come to her!
Oh, get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass made, you bead, you acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone! Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you! Nay, go not back!
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray, but my legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else commits thine knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I would know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, for I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And glad I am that so did sort, for this there jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. Then back to Athens shall these lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy king, this must be done with haste, for nights with dragons cut the clouds full fast. Ghosts wandering here and there, troop home to churchyards. Damned spirits that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their roomy beds are gone.
But we are spirits of another sort. I, with the morning's love, have oft made sport. And like the forester, the groves may tread, even to the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight!
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou lookst for wars, but wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come when he calls, then he is gone. But Phil is much lighter heeled than I. Followed fast, but faster did he fly. Fallen am I in a dark, uneven way. And here arrest me. Come thou, gentle day, for but once thou show me thy grey light. Oh, find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I want. Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Fate is constrained. And measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night! Abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these and my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Ah, here she is, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, sent to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedappled by the dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man shall have his own, when waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. Every man shall have his mare again, and all will be well.
Come, sit thee down upon my flowery bed. Oh, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy. Stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where is Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where is Mistress Cobweb?
Ready?
A good mistress. Take your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle, and bring me the honey bag. Fret not yourself too much, good lady, on your actions, but have a care, break the honey bag not. I would be loath to have you overflown with honey. Where is good Mistress Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Oh, give me your leave, mistress, but I pray you, leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Oh, nothing, but to help good Mistress Cobweb to scratch my head. I must to the barber, for I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Oh, say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Oh, truly a peck of provender. I could munch a good dry oats. Methinks I'm in the mood for a bottle of hay, good hay, sweet hay, it hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I would rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, have your people stir me not, for I have a great exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be your ways away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee. Oh, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh. Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew, which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearl, stood now within the pretty floweret's eyes like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my leisure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass!
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Come, my queen, sound music, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, oh, music such as jarmeth sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' hall triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, with Theseus all in jollity.
My fairy king, attend and mark, for I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Shall hear the music of my hounds uncoupled in the western valley. We will, my queen, up to the mountain's top to mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one musical pride. I never heard such musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. A cry more tunable was never hollow to nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, or in Thessaly. Judge and you will hear. But soft, What nymphs are these?
My lord, my daughter lies here asleep. It's Lysander. Your Demetrius is. Helena. Old lady's Helena. I wonder if they're being all here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and in hearing our intent, came and graced our solemnity. But Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Bid the huntsman awake them with your horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. Stand forth. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world when hatred so far from jealousy should sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply evasively, half sleep, half waking. But as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and now do I bethink me, so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, my lord. You've heard enough. I beg the law upon his head. It was stolen away. They would have Demetrius, therefore defeated the both of us. Me of my consent, you of your wife, and of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helena told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. It seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart. The object and pleasure of mine own eyes is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met, and of this discourse we will more hear anon. Aegeus, I overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. And since the morning is now with something worn, and the hunting shall be set aside, away to us to Athens. For in 3 and 3 we shall hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, my Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho, Peter Quince. Flute, the bellows mender. Stout the tinker, Starveling. God's me life, stolen hence and left me to sleep. But I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream that was. Man is but an ass to go about to expound on that dream. Methought I had. Man cannot say what I thought I had. A man's eyes cannot hear, his ears cannot see, a man's hands cannot taste, and his mouth cannot consider, or his brain to record what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of that dream. And it will be called Bottom's Dream, because it has no bottom. And I will sing it at the end of the play before the Duke.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be hurled. Out of that he's transported. If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he...
Nay, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yes, and the very best person, too. And he's a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hath he lost 6 a day during his life. He could not escape 6 a day. And the Duke had not paid him 6 a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He'd have deserved it. 6 a day for Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hawks?
Oh, Bottom! Oh, most courageous day! Oh, most happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Oh, not a word about me. All I can say is the Duke hath dined. Gather your apparel together. Good strings to your beards. New ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently in the palace, every good man or his part, for the long and the short of it is, our play is preferred. Let Thisbe have clean linen. Let the man who plays lion pare not his nails, for they shall hang out as the lion's claws. And most good actors, eat no onions, no garlic, for we shall have sweet breath. And I have no doubt but to say, they will say it is a sweet comedy. Now, no more words. Away! Away!
That these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never made believe these antique fables or fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that they apprehend more than cool reason could ever comprehend. The madman, lover, and a poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, ever so frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, ever so frenzied, doth glance from heaven to earth and earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to airy nothing, a habitation and a name.
And all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Good joy, sweet friends. Good joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mask, what dances shall we have to wear away this long hour, 3 hours from our supper time to our after bedtime? Is there no play for us to while away the anguish of a torturing hour? Call, Philostrate.
Yeah, Mikey Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we have some delight tonight?
Here is a brief which sports are right. Make choice which your highness will see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We'll have none of that. That I've last told my love in honor of our kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their age. That is an old device, the last time played when I from Thebes came a conqueror. The 3 Thrice muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with the nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
Well, a play there is, my lord, which is 10 words long, which is brief as I've known a play, but at 10 words, my lord, it is too long. It is tedious for an all the play. There's not one word apt, nor one player fitted. And the tragedy of it, my lord, is that therein, where Pyramus therein doth kill himself. I saw it rehearsal, I must admit. Made mine eyes water for more merry tears. The passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play?
Oh, hard-headed men that work here in Athens, who have never labored with their minds until now, and have toiled their unbreathed memories into this play for your nuptial.
Then we will hear.
Oh, no, this is not for you. I've seen it all. It is nothing in the world, except if you care to make sport of their efforts, for it is extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to give you pleasure.
We will hear that play, for nothing can be amiss where tenderness shall present itself with duty. Go, bring them in, and take your places.
I love not to see wretchedness or charged in duty in his service perishing.
Oh, you shall hear no such thing, my dear.
He says they cannot act at all.
The kind of ease to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be take what they mistake, and what noble duty cannot do, well, in love and simpleness, speak least in most, but to my capacity.
My gracious lord, the prologue is introduced.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill, that is a true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. All for your delight we are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This man does not stand upon points.
Yes, no, he hath heard his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord, is not to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in much control.
His speech is like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls they are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder. This man, with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine, that these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did sting. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, wall, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
I wonder if lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did often whisper very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you rather lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Silence, Pyramus nears the wall.
O grim-looked night! O night with hue so black! O night whene'er thou art day is not! O night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and gentle wall, which stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink through which to blink mine eyne. Oh, thank you, courteous wall, Jove shield you well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, you wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. I curse your stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, being sensible, should curse again.
Oh, no, sir, in fact, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You will see, all will fall pat. As I told you, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now I to the chink to spy, and to hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe.
My love thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt, for I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Proclus was so true.
As Shaphalus to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole in this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
And thus have I wall my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
The mural is now down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff I've ever heard.
The best of this kind are but shadows. The worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
Well, it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no less of they of themselves, they might pass for gentlemen. But I see two beasts coming in, a lion and a man.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough and wildest rage doth roar. Roar! Then, know that us know the joiner, I am a lion fell, nor else know that lion's dam. For if I should as lion come and stripe into this place, were pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and a good conscience.
The very best and a beast, my lord, that ever I saw.
This lion is very fox for his valor.
He is no precedent, his horns are invisible in the circumference.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be in the lanthorn. How else he be the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change?
By his slight discretions he appears to be in a wane, but in due courtesy we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you, this lanthorn is the moon. Myself, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
While they should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes this beast.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion!
Shake it, lion!
Well shown, Moon.
And then came the pyramids!
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take my truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O sprite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes do not see, it cannot be. O dainty duck, oh dear. Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Oh, approach, ye furies fell. Fates come, cut thread and thrum, quail crush, conclude, and quell.
Passion and the death of a dear friend would make a man look sad.
Be true my heart, but I pity the man.
O nature, wherefore didst thou lion frame? For lion vile hair hath devoured my dear. The truest that is, no, that was. Whoever looked, whoever liked, whoever loved, with cheer. Oh, tears confound, outsawed and wound the pap of Pyramus, I, the left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus die I. Thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die. 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 Die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead, he is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might recover and prove an ass.
how chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She may find him by starlight. Here she comes now, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A boat will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warn us. She for a woman. Oh, God bless us.
She had spied him already with her pretty eye.
And thus she'll start moaning, of course.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak! Quite dumb? Dead, dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Come, sisters three, come, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since thou hast shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends, thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Sunshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
And the wall, too.
Oh, no, I assure you, sir, the wall that parted their fathers is down. Would it please you to see the epilogue, or would you like to see a dance between our company?
No epilogue, please, for your play needs no excuses. However, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and died in Thisbe's garden, that would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, and so it was well discharged. But come, a dance. Tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much we this night have overwatched. And in a fortnight we will hold these solemnities in nightly revels and new jollity.
And now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf howls the moon, and the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary tasks fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, and the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, the graves all gaping wide. Every one lets forth its sprite in churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team in the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song I wrote, each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be consummate. So shall all the lovers three, ever true in loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet us all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give us your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
in there.